nobody's on Blackie's song. Ain't nobody's on Blackie's song. I have the album, you have the album.
Yeah.
Blackie is on their songs.
That's true.
Motherfuckers.
I get that.
Yeah.
I say you shouldn't be. You know what time it is? We're back at it like crack addicts. OG Samke, Big Rashid K.
I'm in the building, man.
How you feeling? You nice?
I'm fresh as Amis.
We switch up this podcast at least every second episode. We're in a new venue, new place, but it's always hip hop at the end of the day.
Where we at right now?
AMPD Studios. Shout out to AMPD, ne?
Yeah.
In Newtown. So they have other branches as well. I know
Newtown Junction Mall. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
AMPD Studios, Amped Studios, however you want to pronounce it. That's where we're at.
They only bring the best podcasts out here, so hey man, you gotta work at this thing. It's like hip hop. It's like, you know, it's a process.
For real.
You gotta think about it before you do it. A lot of people like see us on here talking hip hop and just talking about podcasting, and they think partying is easy. Like it's just get you and you just talk and you drink. But there's a lot of research that goes into, especially with hip hop.
We have a team of 10 people doing different things. You know, it's not just us.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of work, man. Editors and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, but there's something I want to talk about, though.
What's happening?
I've noticed how Blackie is on every hit single, and I want to address something, man.
Okay. Talk to
how these big artists suck a lot of dick. You know, last year Blackie was on SoundCloud, nobody was retweeting him. You know, all of a sudden, these big niggas who've been in the game trying to stay relevant, they now featuring Blackie.
Right.
And they didn't do shit for him. It's good for him.
Right.
I agree. You know, it's good for him now. He's making money.
But is it good for him? I'll get to that
Yeah,
point.
yeah, it's good for him because he's getting royalties anyway. Because every song he's featured on gets a play. Yeah. Like when you have 10 songs playing on radio a day, that's good money in 6 months. But I have a problem with niggas who are not helping these young kids, and when these young kids blow up, they trying to use them. They ride on their dick. You know what I'm saying? Now, right now, the easiest way to make a hit is featuring Blackie.
Do you want to give some examples of some of the guys you feel like are
every song that's out there that's featuring Blackie by a big artist. What did that artist do for Blackie last year?
I hear you. This goes back to the conversation we've had like earlier on in the episodes where we spoke about, do these big niggas need to do anything for upcoming artists, dog? You know what I mean? Like, I was talking about
they don't have to do anything,
they don't have
but they don't have to use these kids when they blow up.
What if the kids
that's double standards.
What if I'm a kid?
If
I
you
always
feel
want
like
AK on my track if I'm an upcoming artist.
if you feel like you don't owe these kids anything, don't use these kids when they blow up.
What if this kid wants to jump on? Because Blackie, right? You've met Blackie, I've met Blackie.
Yeah.
He's not the type of... He's a really genuine guy, you know what I mean? He seems like a young dude who wants to make it. And I'm sure...
It's not...
My man, let me finish the point. Wherever he comes from, is in KZN. I'm sure he listened to an AKA song or listened to a big artist.
Obviously he does.
And he wanted to feature those guys. Now he's got the opportunity to work with them.
Okay,
and he's doing
listen. You have Blackie's album. It's not him featuring these niggas. It's these niggas featuring him. They're riding on his wave. They're riding on his dick.
I hear that.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing when I was working with Big Zulu. When we were working on his first album in 2018, we called a lot of these big names. And they didn't even reply. They were not interested. Right. You know, and then Big Zulu blew up on his second album. Then you have all these niggas on his dick. And it's the same thing over and over. It's the same thing with Blackie now. When you go back to Ushunu Nkabi by Big Zulu, there's no big name artist there. But when you blew up, now you're having all these big artists acting, pretending as if they down with Big Zulu. It's the same with Blakey.
No, I hear you. You have a big problem with that. I
have a big problem with that. Let me finish mine. These motherfuckers act brand new. Little kids, let me tell you something. You might work with these big name artists, but these motherfuckers is bitch ass niggas because they won't even retweet your shit. They won't even post your shit. That's how arrogant they are. They think you need them, but as soon as you blow up, they're the ones who need you to stay relevant.
I get you. You mad at that?
I'm mad at that. I'm mad at that shit, man. But that's exploitation.
My nigga, listen. Shit.
Yeah.
Let me say some shit.
Say some shit.
Fuck. So what I'm saying is to you now, look at it from a business perspective.
Yeah.
Right? For Untwana, for any little kid coming up, I feel like, yes, work without having to work with the big artists. But if you get the opportunity to work with a big artist, don't not do it because they're gonna be dicks or whatever, they're not gonna retweet your shit. Let me finish my point.
Yeah.
Or they're not gonna fuck with you or act like they brand new on you or something like that. Do it because you know the benefit of you working with a big name artist. Don't do it because you want to be friends with these motherfuckers. These niggas don't care about you, you know what I mean?
That's what I said though.
But you can work with them to get your bag, you know what I'm saying? Whether he's gonna be a bitch nigga or not, grow some balls also. Like you're in a tough game. This is a cutthroat game. It's hip hop.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said about Blakey. I said it's good for him because whether he fucks with these niggas or not, whether they fucks with him or not, he's getting his bag.
Yeah. But you have a problem with the fact that
I have a problem.
So you basically hating on the big guys. You're like, fuck the big guys. Leave the little kids alone.
If you can't help them, leave them alone. Don't use them.
Like if I'm jumping on yourself, I'm helping you. I'm getting you radio
No, they're not
play.
jumping. Ain't nobody's on Blakey's song. Ain't nobody's on Blakey's song. I have the album. You have the album.
Yeah.
Blakey is on their songs.
That's true.
Motherfuckers.
I get that.
Yeah.
I say you shouldn't be so mad at it.
I'm like it's exploiting little kids, man. Stay away from them if you can't help them.
Is it exploitation? Because like I'm saying, featuring a big name artist helps you.
We shouldn't condone that. We shouldn't condone that. Fuck these motherfuckers, man.
So what should the old niggas do? Not feature? Because now
no.
Put the young niggas on. Put the young niggas on.
Help them.
Now
help them. You see when Ricky Rick put Frank Casino on, I didn't know Frank Casino before. Okay. But shout out to Ricky Rick. Mm-hmm. But everyone that's featuring Blakey now features Blakey when I already know him. They're not putting him on.
I hear you. They're not putting him on.
Yes.
Blakey does not need to put on.
It's for their selfish. It's for their selfish benefits to stay relevant and to tap into Blakey's market.
I think when you have a problem with the fact that it's Blakey, you've attached some emotional.
No.
Because you like the album, my man. Let me finish the point, right? You've made some. Like you like the album. What about someone like Youngster CPT? When he started popping, we saw everyone jump on a feature with Youngster. I have a homie of mine who makes music. He wanted to feature Youngster on a track. Really dope Afrikaans type, colored track.
Yeah.
But Youngster said he's already done over 100 features in the year. This was August last year. And he's not doing any more features.
Yeah.
And it's being featured by the big guys, Yeah. Now Shane working with Youngster CPT. He's done songs with Bo AKA. They did the whole May Brew, that's a dope track.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. Just because it's Blakey,
no.
Now get angry.
No. Even it was wrong with Youngster CPT as well, because he dropped like 27 mixtapes.
Dog.
27 mixtapes before these big niggas started fucking with, and they were turning the blind eye all along. It's wrong. Big Zulu has been performing at Back to the City for the past 8 years. And they turned a blind eye until he blew up. That's how these scavengers do. These big artists,
I hear you.
they just sit there and act like they don't know you until you blow up, and then they go and jump on your dick.
Pause. So what's the solution? Let's crack it up.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Don't use the emotions.
Okay. I'm not using emotion. I'm not using emotions. I can't tell these little niggas not to work with these old niggas, and I can't tell these old niggas what to do. So It's fuck it. Fuck them. Do whatever you want to do, but it's fucked up.
I hear you. I'm going to say get your money, man. Like, if you're dope and you have a dope album like Blackie, it's fine. If you want to work with someone who's going to get you more money, go do that.
But we see you motherfuckers who are using young niggas to stay relevant. We see you.
Rashid is saying hip-hop is a dick rider's game. Let's get into class, bro. So last week, my G.
Yeah.
My homie Tools, shout out to Tools Matala. He was wearing the Hip Hop Legends t-shirt.
Yeah.
I hope we can put it up somewhere. I was hoping we could actually have it here.
Yeah.
And it's got a couple of SA hip hop legends on it, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't name everyone on it. I don't know if you still remember.
I still remember.
Who's on that shirt?
It's basically all the hip hop legends that passed away. Double HP, Pro, Mischief, Robo the Technician, DJ Zondi, and all them niggas that we lost. Flabba, yeah.
And you said to me, everyone on that t-shirt died depressed except for Flabba.
Yes.
That was a heavy statement for me because I hadn't looked at it like that. You know, when I see Pro and Jabba on a t-shirt, I'm thinking, hey man, this is like a t-shirt that should commemorate SA hip hop, but it has such a deeper meaning when you look at the fact that it's like one muntu died unhappy, died sad, you know, died broke a little bit. Why did you say that?
Because it's true. It's true. You know, Double HP, before he died, he was not okay in terms of mental health. You know, he attempted suicide 3 times before he finally succeeded on the 4th. You know what I'm saying? I've been in interaction with most of them before they passed. You know what I'm saying? His chief was sick. He used to be a chubby nigga, but before he died, he was skinny. He was sick physically, and he had mental issues. He died on the bus on his way back to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, tell me that story. That was
because
sorry to digress, but that's a crazy story.
Okay, cool. When we started SA Hip Hop Awards in 2012, we hit up Mischief. We paid him to come perform at the first SA Hip Hop Awards in 2012. And then we gave him money for a return. You know, he was in Zim.
Sure.
He came here, he performed, and he decided to stay. You know, and when he was like really sick in 2014, he decided to go back home.
So he stayed about 2 years.
Yes.
In Jersey, just hanging around.
Hustling, you know. So in 2014, when he was going back home to Zimbabwe, he was really sick, and he didn't make it. Like he died on the bus.
Damn.
Like sitting
on the way back
to Zim. Yeah.
Shout out to Mischief, man. R.I.P.
You know what I'm saying? And
crazy story.
We acknowledge all the shit he did. You know what I'm saying? Robo the Technician, dope rapper, legendary stuff. Before he died, he was not well, like physically. I think even financially, because he was like selling cookies, like baked.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
And was in his heyday, was he popping?
He was popping. We're
talking about people that actually made a difference in SA hip hop.
Yes.
And died broke, basically.
Yeah, and depressed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we can go on and on. Pro,
say we know.
Yeah, we booked him at Back to the City. His last performance, like it wasn't good looking. I would say the only guy that was okay was Flabba, because he didn't die out of these things.
Yeah, we don't know how sad he really was. He was
okay.
He was murdered.
He had a single out. He was about to drop his new album, The F Word. You know what I'm saying? He was okay. And Squatter Camp was performing here and there.
Getting them throwback hits.
Flabba was okay. But the rest of them niggas were deep in depression.
Damn, man. Have you ever been depressed, do you think? Have you ever like gone to see a therapist for yourself?
No, I haven't. The only time I saw a shrink was after the hijack.
Oh yeah.
After I was hijacked and kidnapped.
Word.
I was scared to drive after that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's when, but it was not depression.
It wasn't. Because also, like, as black men, you know,
people
we're talking about right now, black men.
Yeah.
Hip hop is mainly 90% black men, South African hip hop. So it just starts with us talking about the conversation of, have you ever experienced being depressed yourself? We understand that there's people that have passed away that nobody really spoke to about how they really felt. You know, making music is something that I remember Reason once talking about how he stopped making music for a long time because he just wasn't feeling okay, but he didn't know that he was actually depressed until obviously he saw a shrink or saw somebody who has the same experience and then told them that I was depressed. So that's how he figured he was depressed. We don't really talk about depression, especially in hip-hop.
Sometimes we don't even know it's depression, you know. Kendrick Lamar said he went to the wilderness, he left his phone for like 4 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's some form of depression. You wouldn't do that if you were normal.
Yeah, I mean, you need we all live with our phones, bro.
Yeah.
Now you say you don't need no phone. What is he's buying beach buggies? Or beach cruises.
Yeah.
Collecting.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think a lot of us, a lot of black people don't understand the mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Because we are taught that, like other tribes in South Africa, they go to the mountain for initiation. After that, you feel like you can face any situation.
Well, you're taught to be able to handle
like to handle any situation. And then Zulus will tell you that you know, and we believe those things. We forget that we're human. We have feelings. We have emotions. You know,
we don't address it.
Yeah, depression can attack anyone.
And you wouldn't even know you're depressed.
You wouldn't even know you're depressed.
Let me tell you a quick story, bro.
Yeah.
So I have a homie of mine makes music. I have too many niggas that make music. I should stop being friends with like my niggas that make music. No?
Be friends with friends, man. Don't give a fuck what they do. Don't give a fuck what they do.
So I was on the radio and I played his song, right?
Yeah.
And after I played the song, I was like, this shit is actually trash. The song is not the one. Like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I hadn't listened to it before I played it. I just played it on the air. And then when I back announced, I was like, you know, songs, my boy, whatnot, but the song sucks. He hits me up the next, like a week later. He's like, yo, bro, like, after you said that shit on the air about my song, like, I couldn't make music for another full week. And I was thinking, damn, it's like he was slipping into a depression because I said that one song that he made was shit.
That's similar to an Usher and who's that auto-tune nigga?
T-Pain.
T-Pain. That's the same story.
But that's what I'm saying.
Usher made met T-Pain on a plane. He was like, yo, come here. You really fucked up music for real niggas who can sing, who can actually sing. And then it hit him deep, and he went to depression for 4 years.
Dog. Didn't say it was dropping music still, you know? And that's the kind of influence that a platform like the Masterclass has as well.
Yeah.
You know? It's very important for us to be able to, with hip-hop artists, they're so sensitive.
Emotional, yeah.
You know, so
and when we say shit here, we're not here, I always say this, we're not here to hate on niggas.
Nah.
We're not here to gossip on niggas.
Nah.
But we're here to educate and drop facts.
And find the best shit. Like, we're not gonna go subpar in terms of the standard of hip-hop.
What do you think is the source of depression when it comes to hip hop?
Oh, I'm gonna say it's finances, bro.
Alone, only.
I'm gonna say it's money, G.
It's money alone.
You know, it's like you come into this game, you've been making music in your back room for years. For as long as you can remember. You get a deal in Yana, you get a bit of change, you start living that life because you're a hip-hop artist, you gotta live some sort of life, right? Then you actually realize how much money you're not really making.
Yeah.
And it depresses you because you're making such quality music, but nobody's really hearing it. You're not moving financially.
Sometimes you could be on radio and on TV, and once you're on those platforms, the general public will have expectations.
Of course. Of course.
When they see you in a taxi, it becomes a joke.
No ways, you can't be in a cab, dog. Like Comba.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit depresses you. That shit depresses you. Being a celebrity, but you can't afford a celebrity lifestyle.
You think that's like the source of it? You know, that's what maybe, do you think Flubber got into, not Flubber, Double HP was in that situation?
Yeah, he said it himself a couple of times. he saw Casper flourishing. I'm like, yo, but I make better music, but I put this kid on, but nobody gives a fuck about me anymore. Is it the end of me? He even tried some trap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He was almost going into the house piano.
Yeah. He dropped a trap song that didn't work, and then he was confused. What do people want?
Do you think after Pro got fucked by TS and them, do you think that got him into a bit of a depressive slip? Because he couldn't make dope music really anymore. I don't think he was making money because the money was...
No, I think it did. It did. Like, Snakes and Ladders was dope, but he was out of TS then.
Oh, he had left TS by the time he dropped.
Yeah, he had left TS.
Snake and Ladders.
And Continua, when he dropped... He only dropped 2 projects
under TS.
Oh,
that was the one with Bopampa.
Yeah, Dankisan.
Okay. Oh, Dankisan.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think this you're really lucky if you can stay relevant in the game for 10 years.
Right.
I think the maximum for most people is 5 years. And if you didn't invest, if you didn't make wise decisions while you were still on top of the game, it's going to catch up with you later. Because in America, Snoop Dogg and Eminem are not as relevant as 21 Savage and Young Thug and Lil Yachty and Lil Durk and Lil Dicky.
The Atlanta boys.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how dope you are. It doesn't matter how dope. It's not about the music.
Yeah.
You know, there's a problem of ageism that we're gonna address on another episode. You know, when you reach a certain age, nobody wanna hear you.
Yeah, unless you're doing the right kind of music still. You know.
It doesn't matter.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But there are, not in South Africa, but worldwide, there are still some old 35 plus guys that are making it.
Yeah, who have that market. Like, for example, Jay-Z when he was young, when he dropped, like, It's a Hard Knock Life or Big Pimpin'.
It was old by then.
Yeah. No, it was a crossover hit. It was from young to old. Now, on 444, he's in his 50s. A 20-year-old can't relate to that because he's talking some other shit, buying buildings, investing, black business, money and shit. You know that? He's talking about family. You know what I'm saying? He's talking shit.
A more mature mind.
Yeah, he's talking to the grown-up generation. You know, Family Feud. You don't understand that shit when you're 20.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be listening to some shit about marriage and buying buildings and some yachts and some...
Now, there's a bracket that he's speaking to.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? And then you have artists that are crossover, you know, and that happens in your teens and in your 20s, where you can just reach out to everyone in terms of language and style and experience. Someone, you say something that everyone can relate to, but when you get to a certain age, you can't be 40 or 50 and having green dreadlocks.
Or rapping with 6ix9ine.
Or rapping with, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
There's levels to this shit. So in South Africa, you're gonna get into your mid-30s, 40s, and you can't relate to the screws anymore. And you're gonna get depressed. Like, yo, do these people not feel my music? Do they think my music is whack? You know, and you fall deep into depression. That's why we had that case of many rappers dying depressed and broke.
Almost at the same time.
And some of them into drugs. They drown into drugs and stuff.
Let's close it up. How do we preserve our quality rappers right now? I mean, the kids... I know now that when I was early 20s, probably the most we were doing was, you know, smoking a blunt, you know, have a psychedelic, some shrooms here and there. But now these kids are on, you know, prescription drugs and all these crazy ass things.
Yeah.
How do we preserve that young mind, you know, that Blackie, that, you know, that Costa, that young mind, man, who might get to a place where they feel like, actually, now I'm not as dope, so they want to off themselves or something crazy like that.
It's
how do we save them?
it's a different generation. You need to understand their mindset. You know, when we were teens, we were listening to Jay-Z, Biggie, Big L. All of them were rapping about selling drugs. You know, that's a ripple effect. It affected the next generation. The next generation is not selling drugs, but using drugs. Yeah. You know, you cannot as an OG and go there and say you kids are wrong and this and that. You were talking about selling drugs. Now these kids are using the same drugs you were glorifying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think.
How do we save them? How do we save them?
They need to save themselves. They need to save because they're gonna. Every time you point a finger at someone, 3 fingers are pointing back at you.
Sure case, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just give them information, much information, without being preachy.
Yeah, don't be their dad. You ain't nobody's dad.
Yeah, you ain't nobody's dad. When I was little, I couldn't relate to Public Enemy and Ice-T. I wasn't trying to listen to that shit.
Too much.
Yeah, because it was old niggas talking some political shit, government shit that I had nothing to
do
about.
Free the black mind. Consciousness.
You know what I'm saying?
Consciousness.
Yes. So let them have access to information and decide.
I got you.
You know, right. Nobody pushed you to be where you are. It was your decision.
Yeah, I worked at it myself. I think that's what I was saying earlier, man. Especially if you're gonna be in the hip hop space.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to have some balls, bro. Like, not everyone's gonna like your stuff. Not everyone's gonna think you're the coolest. Not everyone's gonna want to work with you. But just have the balls and the self-knowledge to know that you can back yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Back yourself.
But when it comes to depression, nobody is hot enough. Nobody is gangster enough. Nobody is man enough. You need to talk to somebody. So if you think you're stressed or depressed, call this free number, hotline for depression.
Otherwise, come see us, man. Eh?
Yeah, man.
You'll turn your life upside down. You'll be nice.
Just talk to somebody.
Word.
Yeah.
So last week was Heritage Day. How was yours? You enjoyed it?
It was alright. I was at home.
You don't celebrate holidays, you man. You don't. I've never seen you tweet nothing about it.
Nah.
Happy about anything.
Fuck them holidays, man.
Did you even vote in '94, Angie?
I was little, man. What you talking about? 94. Nigga, listen. Fuck them holidays, man. You know why? You know why I say fuck them holidays?
Why, Angie?
Because the South African black government sucked a lot of dick to accommodate white people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They turned.
I won't disagree with that.
They turned Sharpeville Day into human rights to make white people feel less guilty. They turned Soweto Uprising into Youth Day to ease the conscience of the white motherfuckers.
What they did.
They changed Shaga's Day to accommodate white people and called it Heritage Day. But still, the white motherfuckers are calling it a Pride Day. They don't give a fuck. They don't have a heritage.
I don't know where that
They don't have a heritage. You know what I'm saying? They've been fucking with our shit. We're trying to accommodate them, and they've been fucking with our shit. So fuck them holidays, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know someone who would agree with you on all of this?
Yeah.
Youngster CPT.
Word up.
And I'll bring him up because Heritage Day last week, in my emails, got an email from his people featuring this young lady goes by the name of NALU.
Yeah.
23 years old, also from Cape Town. I played this song, I'm thinking, wow, man, this is so different. It's not the typical youngster and typical hip-hop female, male feature that I thought was going to happen. And it's more of an R&B-ish song.
Some Erykah Badu-ish.
It's really nice.
I heard the song. It's beautiful.
I had to put her on. She's a young artist. I think she's got a couple of deals with like Red Bull, like some little festivals here and there. Puma deal as well. So she's moving, and then nobody's sleeping on her right now. Man.
That's why we're putting her on.
Right? Like, and if we don't, who will? Youngster CPT's out here. She's got a song with Youngster CPT. Not that much music out yet, but she's got a YouTube channel. Check out the video.
I
kind of stuff I was
shout out to
about.
NALU, shout out to Youngster CPT.
Word, man, we see
Fuck
ya.
them holidays still.
Youngster agrees, dog. Let's keep it still with Youngster. Who you got?
I got a Youngster, man. YGen brand, clothing brand.
YGen till the end.
Yeah, no, it's been pushing for a few years now.
Yeah.
Dope shit, man. I like what Youngster CPT, he has a shop in Cape Town. You know what I'm saying? Check this video out. Check this video out.
It's 2020 now, yo. I wanna own 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Why then? I don't need to own 2020 cause I own it already. I'm the artist of the century. Don't ask me or correct me. I wrote the song at the start of December, so if your heart isn't liquid.
Yeah, we definitely gonna shoot a part at Youngster's shop.
We're coming to Youngster. We're coming to Cape Town. We're coming to Kaapstad to shoot a podcast in your store, nigga.
Word. Don't have to ask us twice. Youngster CPT, like you said, has been pushing this YGen thing for a while, and I remember when he first came up with it. It's like his brother's store, his cousin's store, or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
But obviously with the push he has, I think they like revamped it to make it a hip hop type culture, and you know, I think him and Shane Eagle shot the video for Ammo out there as well.
It is for the culture now.
It's really dope, man. I really dig what they're doing there in Cape Town. You and I, as the masterclass, I think are the only real, you know, pods or people in the media space that talk about YGen like this. Not a lot of people really know about YGen, and it's moving.
No, without dissing, other podcasts are too focused on gossip and interviews. We're not about interviews. We're not about gossip.
And I see
we are about the real shit that affects the culture. We are about the real shit.
I'll be seeing the comment section, yo, y'all need to bring a guest. I'm like, nah, fuck the guests, man. We are the guests. You are the guest here.
Most of them guess is ignorant. They're gonna fuck up with our content. Because we're gonna be talking about this shit, throw it to them, and they don't know shit.
I don't want to sit here and interview people that are being interviewed all over the place, man. We're here to give a masterclass, to put some people on, to talk about brands, local brands, you know, to wear local branded shit.
Yeah.
And you know that's what we're about here.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find the best artists in our land.
You can use other podcasts for your rollout release. Do interview with all of them. There's enough of them, but we don't do interviews here.
We'll play your music though.
Yeah, we'll put you on. We'll talk about you.
Put your music in the comment section. That's how we're gonna close up free period for today. Let's get into that reaction, son.
It's time for some reviews.
Yo, all right, we're doing Costa Titch, aka You're Welcome.
You're welcome, yeah.
You can go first, bro.
Remember what we spoke about earlier? Like OGs using young kids or newcomers to be relevant.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about the album.
Let's talk about that. But I get your point though.
Yeah.
Because here we've got that case.
Yeah.
We've got an OG who was out the game for a little bit, aka after, you know, the tragedy happened in his life. Coming back to the music, looked at the space, could see that, okay, Black is moving, this kid is moving, this kid is moving. Maybe he took a liking to Costa and decided to work with Costa. You know what I mean?
And then said you should have called it.
Said you welcome.
You should have called it welcome back. You should have called him. You should have called it welcome back.
I think that's the biggest sounding you can get as an up and coming artist, man.
Yeah.
Like an OG's gonna jump on an album with me and then tell me I'm welcome. Nah, nigga, you don't do that.
You know what I mean?
Don't do that.
So let's talk about the album itself.
Alright, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I think I like 2 songs on it, but I can't sit down and listen to the album. I can only listen to those 2 songs. You know, Super Soft, and I forgot the other one. It's also a radio single now.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 songs I can really bump or hear out. But I do not see myself listening to that album again.
Where's my phone?
I enjoy the fact that the guys came together to do the album.
Yeah.
But I didn't need this shit, man. I didn't need it.
I don't think it's for us. It's not for the OGs. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it's for hip hop. You know, we can't say that. Like, we can't stop saying
even if
music ain't
it's.
for
Remember
us,
what I
music,
said earlier. I said Jay-Z is not for everyone. Even though he's hip hop, he's not for teens. It's not for screws. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this shit. We're not gonna embrace everything just because for the sake of hip hop.
Okay, I get that. So you're saying?
I'm saying
there's something that's just not
this album is not for me, and I'm not hating. I bought the album. I don't
buy all the music, by the way.
Yeah, I don't comment on something I don't have.
Or bought because you paid for it.
Yeah,
and you're allowed to critique it because you spent money on it.
You know what I'm saying? If you're hating on someone, if you're hating on something, you don't even buy it. You know, I contributed to his sales and his streams. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it doesn't speak to me. It's not for me. So
I don't know about that, man. Because you go out to the clubs. There's a couple of songs, you know. Like,
I'm not saying I don't like the album completely. I fucks with 2 or 3 songs.
And that's that.
That's that.
But then, like I'm saying to you, is that maybe not the general review? Like, let's not be those guys that are like, maybe it's not for us. I think maybe a lot of people feel like it's just a 2-3 song pack, you know, 2-3 pack. The rest of the songs are trash.
I guess it's like that in general.
I don't know.
In general, it is like that. And from me, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10.
Sure. Okay. Damn, that's harsher than. I was gonna give it a 5. You know.
No, you like 2 songs.
I'll give it half a percent.
No, it's not.
For the
you
other
said you
shit.
like no.
For the other shit.
No. We spoke about dick riding earlier. OG, you said you like 2 songs. Two songs out of 8 is not 50%.
Word. But let me tell you.
Don't cap.
Let me tell you where I get my 30% from, right? So
it's not from the music.
No, it's not from the music. From the other shit.
Then it's not the album review.
It's
they review the album, not other shit.
It's 2 artists, OG, Young Man, coming together to make a piece and give us music, especially after the bullshit.
And then rate that music.
I rate that music as a 2 out of 8. You know,
2 out of 8 percentage wise.
I don't know what that is, man. My math wasn't that good. Never been that good.
That's like 30%. You're giving it a 3 out of 10.
I can't believe you're dissecting my.
Yeah, I want you to be real with your shit. I want you to be real with your shit.
I want to give him a 5, dog.
No, you gave it a 3. You gave it a 3. I gave it a 4. Rashid K, OG Sam K. We are out of this motherfucker.
I can't take this nigga nowhere.